Welcome to our channel HD Rare Coin111, your go-to spot for uncovering the incredible world of rare US coins. If you've ever wondered if your old pennies, nickels, or dimes are worth more than face value, you're about to find out. In today's video, we'll be exploring some truly rare coins and their shocking values. And if you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. So let's jump in. Top 1. When we think of valuable coins, we often picture rare, vintage treasures from the distant past. But sometimes, even a coin minted in the relatively recent 20th century can hold incredible value. One such coin that is quietly making waves in the world of coin collecting is the 1967 Washington State Quarter. You might be surprised to learn that this particular coin is worth far more than its face value of 25 cents. And today we're going to take a deep dive into why this coin holds such extraordinary worth. Let's begin with a quick history lesson. The 1967 Washington State Quarter is a part of the United States Mint's 50 State Quarters program, which was designed to honor each of the 50 states. However, this coin wasn't released as part of the 50 State Quarters series that started in 1999, but rather as part of a commemorative effort that celebrates Washington's rich history and contributions to the United States. In 1967, the Washington State Quarter was minted as a special coin, featuring the iconic image of George Washington, the first President of the United States, as well as a representation of the state of Washington itself. The design of the coin is simple yet powerful, featuring the image of George Washington in profile, along with the state name, Washington, and the inscription of the year, 1967. What makes this coin unique, however, is not just the design, but its age and condition. Coins from this era, especially those with a limited mintage or those in pristine condition, have the potential to appreciate in value over time. While most of the 1967 Washington State Quarters are still fairly common and can be found in circulation, a select few are known to be extraordinarily valuable. This is where things get interesting. The value of a coin can depend on several factors, with rarity, condition, and unique characteristics playing key roles in determining its worth. When it comes to the 1967 Washington State Quarter, the primary factor that makes this coin so valuable is its rarity. While most of the 1967 Washington State Quarters were released into circulation and spent many years in the hands of the public, a small number were struck in limited quantities, and some of these coins remain in near-mint condition today. Coins that are preserved well over time, without signs of wear or scratches, can fetch remarkable prices in the numismatic market. In addition to the condition of the coin, collectors are always on the lookout for coins with rare features, such as minting errors or variations. For example, some 1967 Washington State Quarters have been discovered with subtle yet significant minting errors that make them stand out. These errors could include doubled dies, where the design is unintentionally struck twice, or off-center strikes, where the image on the coin is not properly aligned. Coins with these types of errors are particularly valuable because they are so rare, and each one is a unique find. If you're lucky enough to have a 1967 Washington State Quarter with such an error, you may be holding on to a valuable collectible. But even without minting errors, the 1967 Washington State Quarter, especially those in mint or near-mint condition, can still command significant attention from collectors. As time goes on, the rarity of well-preserved coins increases, and the demand for these coins grows among collectors who are eager to complete their sets or invest in coins that will continue to appreciate in value. A coin that may have seemed like an ordinary piece of currency in 1967 is now seen as a potential treasure in the world of numismatics. So, what exactly is the 1967 Washington State Quarter worth today? While most of these coins can still be found in pocket change or in collections for relatively low prices, certain rare examples of this coin can be worth an eye-popping amount. Depending on the condition and whether it contains any unique features or errors, the value of a 1967 Washington State Quarter can reach astonishing heights. In fact, some of these coins have been sold for as much as $117,000. That's right, $117,000 for a coin that was minted less than 60 years ago. This remarkable price is a testament to the growing interest in coin collecting and the appreciation that collectors have for coins with historical significance and rare characteristics. For the savvy collector, the 1967 Washington State Quarter represents an opportunity to invest in a piece of American history that could continue to rise in value as time goes on. It's important to note that finding a 1967 Washington State Quarter that's worth this kind of money isn't something that happens every day. The coins that fetch prices in the tens of thousands of dollars are those that are in pristine condition, have rare minting errors, or are part of a limited mintage. However, even a coin in slightly worn condition could still be worth more than its face value, making it worthwhile to take a closer look at any 1967 quarters you may have in your collection. The story of the 1967 Washington State Quarter is a reminder that the value of a coin isn't always determined by its age, but rather by its rarity, condition, and any unique characteristics it may possess. While many people may overlook a coin like this, seasoned collectors know that the 1967 Washington State Quarter is much more than just a 25-cent piece. It's a valuable collectible with the potential to earn big rewards for those who are lucky enough to find the right example. In conclusion, the 1967 Washington State Quarter is a perfect example of how even relatively recent coins can hold significant value. Whether you're a seasoned coin collector or simply someone with an interest in rare finds, this coin is worth keeping an eye out for. If you happen to come across a well-preserved 1967 Washington State Quarter, or better yet, one with a minting error, you could find yourself holding a coin worth as much as $117,000. So, next time you sift through your change, make sure to take a closer look. You might just find a hidden treasure. Top 2. When it comes to collecting rare and valuable coins, many collectors and investors look for hidden gems that have slipped under the radar, often because they come from the more recent history of the United States. One such coin that has captured the attention of numismatists and collectors alike is the 1997 Washington State Quarter. While quarters may seem like everyday currency, this specific coin is anything but ordinary, and you'd be surprised at just how much it's worth today. The 1997 Washington State Quarter is part of the larger 50 State Quarters program, a project launched by the U.S. Mint in 1999 to honor the individual states in the Union by producing unique quarter designs for each one. This program ran until 2008, and over the years, collectors eagerly awaited each new release, with some coins quickly becoming more valuable due to their rarity or condition. The Washington State Quarter, minted in 1997, was one of the first in the series and highlighted the state's historical significance in the development of the United States. The design of the 1997 Washington State Quarter is simple yet meaningful. It features a representation of the state's iconic Mount Rainier, a towering, snow-capped volcano that is an unmistakable symbol of Washington State. This mountainous landmark is not only a geological marvel but also a prominent feature in the state's landscape. The coin's reverse side also includes the inscription, "The Evergreen State," a nod to Washington's lush, evergreen forests that have made it famous for its natural beauty. Like all state quarters, this coin commemorates the state's heritage and significance within the Union. At first glance, the 1997 Washington State Quarter might seem like a regular coin that you could easily find in your pocket change, but when we look a bit deeper into the world of coin collecting, things get more interesting. What makes this coin truly valuable is not just its beautiful design, but its rarity in certain conditions and the demand from collectors who are looking for high-quality specimens. While millions of these quarters were minted, a select few have characteristics that make them highly sought after and worth far more than their face value of just 25 cents. One of the key factors that determines the value of any coin is its condition. The 1997 Washington State Quarter, like other coins, can be found in a variety of states of preservation. Most coins in circulation are used in showware, and the more circulated a coin is, the less valuable it typically becomes. However, certain quarters that have been preserved in mint or uncirculated condition can be worth significantly more. Coins that are graded as mint state, meaning they show no signs of wear and retain their sharp details, are highly prized by collectors. These quarters can fetch much higher prices on the open market, especially if they have been kept in pristine condition since their minting in 1997. But what about rarer variations? It's not just about finding a coin that has been well preserved. Collectors are also keen on looking for coins with unique features or errors. Minting errors happen when a coin is struck improperly, leading to variations in the design or shape that were not intended. For example, some 1997 Washington state quarters were struck with doubled dies, meaning the image on the coin was unintentionally printed twice, creating a double effect on certain elements of the design. Coins with these types of errors are highly desirable because they are unique and often one of a kind. A 1997 Washington state quarter with such an error could see its value shoot up dramatically, as collectors are always eager to add rare pieces like these to their collections. Another factor that increases the value of a coin is its rarity. While millions of 1997 Washington state quarters were originally minted, only a small percentage of these coins remain in uncirculated or error-prone condition, making them a rare find. This rarity increases the demand for these coins in the marketplace, driving up their price over time. As more collectors seek to complete their collections, the value of these coins continues to rise, and coins that were once viewed as commonplace currency suddenly become highly sought-after collectibles. So, you might be wondering, how much is a 1997 Washington state quarter worth? While the vast majority of these quarters are still circulating at face value or in modestly priced collections, the rare examples, those in mint condition or with minting errors, are valued at much higher prices. In fact, if you happen to come across a particularly well-preserved or error-stricken 1997 Washington state quarter, you could be holding onto a coin worth $47,000. That's right, $47,000 for a coin that, at first glance, may seem like a typical quarter. This incredible price is a testament to how the world of coin collecting can surprise us, and how a simple piece of U.S. currency can increase in value due to rarity, condition, and demand. For those who are passionate about collecting coins, this is an exciting reminder that hidden treasures can be found in the most unexpected places. It's important to keep in mind that finding a 1997 Washington state quarter worth this kind of money is rare, but it is entirely possible. If you happen to have one of these quarters lying around in your collection, or even in your spare change jar, it may be worth taking the time to examine it closely. Look for signs of wear and tear, or better yet, look for any unique minting errors that could make it stand out from the rest. If you find something special, you may be holding onto a coin worth far more than its original face value. In conclusion, the 1997 Washington state quarter is far more than just a piece of pocket change. Thanks to its unique design, historical significance, and the rarity of well-preserved or error-stricken examples, this quarter is now considered a highly valuable collectible. Whether you're a seasoned coin collector or someone who just happens to come across one of these quarters in your change, remember that you might be holding on to a piece of American history that's worth $47,000. So, take a closer look at your coins. You never know when you might find a treasure hiding in plain sight. Top 3. When we think of rare and valuable coins, we often imagine treasures that date back centuries, coins that have been lost or hidden for generations. However, not all valuable coins come from ancient times. Some modern coins, especially those that are part of iconic American series, can surprise collectors and investors alike with their worth. One such coin that has become increasingly valuable over the years is the Washington state quarter from 1972. It may surprise you to learn that a coin minted in the 1970s could be worth far more than its 25-cent face value. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of the 1972 Washington state quarter and uncovering why this coin is so valuable. First, let's set the stage by examining the history of this particular coin. The Washington state quarter was part of a series of commemorative coins released by the U.S. Mint to honor the legacy of each state in the Union. While the Washington state quarter didn't officially kick off the famous 50 state quarters program, which started in 1999, the coin is still a critical part of American numismatic history. The 1972 coin itself commemorates Washington's significant contributions to the nation's development, showcasing the state's deep historical roots and importance in American history. At first glance, the Washington State quarter from 1972 appears to be like any other quarter circulating at the time. Featuring George Washington's profile on the obverse and an eagle on the reverse, the design is classic and instantly recognizable. But like many coins, its true value lies in its rarity and condition. The Washington State quarter was minted in the 1970s, and during that time, millions of quarters were produced. However, not all of them made it through the years in pristine condition. Most coins spent time in circulation, being handled by many people, which often led to them becoming worn, scratched, or damaged over time. So, what makes a 1972 Washington State quarter valuable? As with any collectible coin, rarity plays a crucial role in determining its worth. While the 1972 quarter is not extremely rare in terms of mintage, the condition of the coin can make a significant difference in its value. Most coins from this era have experienced substantial wear, and coins that were in circulation have lost their sharp details and original luster. But a 1972 Washington State quarter that remains in mint, or near mint condition is a rare find. What truly sets this coin apart from others is the possibility of minting errors. Minting errors are mistakes made during the production of the coin, which can result in variations that make the coin stand out from the rest. These errors are extremely valuable to collectors, as they are one of a kind and can't be replicated. For instance, a 1972 Washington State quarter might have been struck with double dies, which means that the coin was unintentionally struck twice during the minting process, creating a doubled image on the coin. Other possible errors could include off-center strikes, where the design on the coin is misaligned, or the presence of other anomalies that make the coin unique. In addition to minting errors, the 1972 Washington State quarter can be valuable simply because of its age. Coins that have been preserved for decades in good condition are in high demand. Collectors who specialize in vintage U.S. coins are always looking for well-preserved examples of older coins to add to their collections. The passage of time has only made the 1972 Washington State quarter more desirable, as fewer coins from this era remain in mint condition. The limited supply of high-quality coins, combined with growing demand from collectors, has led to a significant increase in the coin's value. But how much can a 1972 Washington State quarter actually be worth? Well, that depends on several factors: condition, rarity, and any unique minting errors. Most of these coins are still fairly common and can be found for a few dollars in circulation or in low-grade collections. However, the rare specimens, the ones that have been kept in pristine, uncirculated condition, or those with minting errors, can fetch astronomical prices. A well-preserved 1972 Washington State quarter with a unique feature, such as a doubled die or another rare minting error, could be worth far more than you might expect. So, how high can the price go? In the case of a particularly well-preserved or error-ridden 1972 Washington State quarter, collectors have been known to pay upwards of $96,000. Yes, you read that correctly, $96,000 for a coin that was originally worth just a quarter. This remarkable price is a testament to the value that rare and well-preserved coins can achieve in the world of numismatics. For coin collectors, this is a clear example of how seemingly ordinary coins can become extraordinary treasures when the right conditions are met. A 1972 Washington State quarter may have once been used for buying a soda or a snack, but today, it could be worth a small fortune, depending on its condition and rarity. If you're wondering if you might have a 1972 Washington State quarter that's worth this kind of money, it's worth taking a closer look at your collection. Start by checking the condition of your coins. If you find one that is in excellent shape, perhaps showing no signs of wear and retaining all of its original detail, you might be sitting on a valuable asset. Don't forget to check for any minting errors, as these can dramatically increase the coin's value. In conclusion, the 1972 Washington State quarter is a prime example of how coins from more recent history can still hold immense value. Whether it's the rarity of a well-preserved specimen, the possibility of minting errors, or simply the passage of time, this particular coin has become a sought-after collectible. For those who are lucky enough to find a mint-quality or error-stricken 1972 Washington State quarter, it could be worth as much as $96,000. So, take a moment to inspect your coins, because you never know when you might discover a hidden treasure that's worth far more than you imagine. Top 4. When you think of rare and valuable coins, you might imagine coins that are hundreds of years old, buried treasure that was long lost or rediscovered. However, in the world of numismatics, some coins from recent decades can be just as valuable, especially when they come from iconic series like the Washington State Quarters. One particular coin that has attracted a lot of attention in recent years is the 1994 Washington State Quarter. At first glance, this coin may appear to be just another quarter from the 1990s, but for the discerning coin collector, it's much more than that. Released as part of the Washington State Quarters program, the 1994 Washington State Quarter was part of the series launched in 1999 by the U.S. Mint. This program was created to honor the individual states, with each quarter representing a unique design that reflected something significant about that state. As one of the earlier coins minted as part of this program, the 1994 Washington State Quarter commemorates the state's founding and historical importance. The design of the coin is simple, yet powerful, featuring a classic depiction of George Washington's profile on the obverse and a representation of an eagle on the reverse, a symbol of American strength and independence. While many of these coins are still in circulation today and may seem like regular pocket change, there's a lot more going on behind the scenes in the world of coin collecting. As with any collectible, the value of a coin is determined by factors like its rarity, its condition, and most importantly, any unique features it may have. The 1994 Washington State Quarter, like its counterparts from other years in the 50 State Quarters program, was produced in large quantities. However, some coins are just a little bit more special than others, and this is where the story of the 1994 Washington State Quarter gets interesting. To the casual observer, a quarter is simply a quarter, used to make small purchases, tossed around in the bottom of bags, or dropped into vending machines. But in the hands of a knowledgeable collector, these coins can hold far more significance. The value of a coin doesn't just come from its design or even its historical context. Its condition plays a massive role in determining its worth. Coins that are kept in mint condition, without any wear or visible scratches, are often worth far more than their face value. A 1994 Washington State Quarter that has been carefully preserved in near-perfect condition could fetch a much higher price than one that's seen its fair share of use. The value can rise even more if the coin happens to have any rare minting errors. Minting errors are mistakes that occur during the production of a coin. These errors are what set certain coins apart from the rest and make them valuable to collectors. For example, if the 1994 Washington State Quarter was struck with a double die, meaning the design was unintentionally printed twice, it could make the coin extremely valuable. Other potential errors include off-center strikes, which cause the design to be misaligned, or coins with missing elements due to defective dies. These minting errors are highly sought after because they are one of a kind and impossible to duplicate, making them rare finds for those who know where to look. Furthermore, the 1994 Washington State Quarter is valuable not only because of its design and the possibility of errors but also because of the limited supply of high-quality coins. While millions of quarters were minted that year, over time, many of them have been worn down by use and circulation. The result is that fewer high-quality coins remain in existence today. This scarcity is a key factor in driving up the price for certain examples, as collectors seek out pristine specimens to add to their collections. The more pristine the condition and the rarer the features, the higher the demand for that coin. So, what exactly is the value of a 1994 Washington State Quarter? Most of these coins, in circulated condition, are still worth their face value of 25 cents. However, the real treasure lies in those that have been carefully preserved, those with unique minting errors, or those that have become rare due to their age and condition. For collectors who specialize in U.S. coinage, finding a 1994 Washington State Quarter in exceptional condition, or even better, with a minting error, can be a thrilling discovery. And for the lucky collector who happens upon a particularly well-preserved or error-stricken 1994 Washington State Quarter, the coin could be worth as much as $48,000. That's right, $48,000 for a coin that was originally worth just a quarter. The potential for a substantial payout is a testament to how the value of certain coins can increase dramatically over time, especially as interest in rare and collectible coins continues to grow. It's important to note that finding a 1994 Washington State quarter worth this much money is not an everyday occurrence. However, the chance of discovering a rare and valuable coin hidden in your collection or in your change jar is always a possibility. If you happen to have a 1994 Washington State quarter, it's worth taking the time to carefully inspect it. Look for any signs of wear, as well as any potential minting errors or unique features that could set it apart from the millions of others minted that year. If you're new to coin collecting or just starting to learn about valuable coins, it's always a good idea to consult with experts or coin dealers who can help you assess the value of your collection. Sometimes, coins that seem unremarkable to the untrained eye can turn out to be valuable treasures, especially if they've been well preserved or feature rare minting errors. Collecting coins is a fascinating hobby that allows you to explore the rich history of the United States while also offering the potential for significant financial gain. In conclusion, the 1994 Washington State quarter is far more than just a piece of everyday pocket change. Thanks to its design, historical significance, and the possibility of minting errors, this coin has become a valuable item in the world of numismatics. Whether you're a seasoned coin collector or someone who just happens to stumble upon one of these quarters, remember that a 1994 Washington State quarter in exceptional condition or with a unique minting error could be worth as much as $48,000. So, take a moment to check your coins. You never know when you might find a valuable treasure hidden in plain sight. Top 5. When we think of rare and valuable coins, many people imagine ancient relics from long ago, buried for centuries and unearthed in some long-forgotten treasure chest. However, some of the most sought-after coins can come from more recent times, and even those that were once considered ordinary pieces of currency can skyrocket in value. One such coin that has gained considerable attention over the years is the Washington State quarter from 1979. At first glance, a 1979 Washington State quarter may look like just another quarter. It features George Washington's iconic portrait on the obverse side and the familiar eagle design on the reverse, just like many other coins of the era. But if you're a keen-eyed collector or investor, you might know that this coin, despite its appearance, holds much more value than its face value of 25 cents. In fact, some 1979 Washington State quarters have been known to fetch as much as $70,000. Yes, $70,000 for a coin that was once used to buy a simple cup of coffee or a piece of gum, you may be wondering. What makes the 1979 Washington State quarter so valuable? Well, the answer lies in a combination of rarity, demand, and condition. The U.S. Mint struck millions of these quarters, but over time, many of them were used, worn down, and spent in day-to-day transactions. The key to finding a valuable 1979 quarter is discovering one that has been kept in pristine condition, free from any wear, scratches, or damage. When a coin is in perfect or near-perfect condition, it becomes a rare find. The vast majority of coins from this era show signs of wear from circulation, and as a result, they lose the sharpness of their details. Coins that have retained their original luster and clarity are in high demand among collectors, as they are considered a rare piece of numismatic history. In addition to mint condition, another reason the 1979 Washington State quarter is so valuable is the potential for minting errors. Minting errors occur during the production of a coin, and they can result in a variety of unique, one-of-a-kind features. These errors may include things like double strikes, where the design of the coin is printed twice, or off-center strikes, where the design is misaligned. These kinds of errors make certain coins stand out from the rest, and they often fetch a premium price because collectors are eager to add these rare mistakes to their collections. If you're lucky enough to find a 1979 Washington State quarter with one of these errors, you could be sitting on a small fortune. Another factor that contributes to the 1979 Washington State quarter's high value is the coin's place in the history of the Washington State quarters program. Although the 1979 quarter was not part of the official 50 state quarters program, which began in 1999, it still holds significance as part of a larger set of coins that celebrate the United States' rich history and heritage. The Washington state quarters are part of a larger tradition of commemorative coins that honor each of the 50 states in the Union. The 1979 coin, as one of the earlier designs in the history of the series, is an important piece for collectors who are putting together full sets of Washington state quarters. If you're wondering how much your 1979 Washington state quarter might be worth, the answer depends on several factors. Coins that are still in circulation today are generally worth only their face value of 25 cents. However, if you happen to have one of the rare, well-preserved specimens, or one that contains a minting error, the value can rise dramatically. Collectors are constantly on the lookout for coins that are in exceptional condition, and they are willing to pay top dollar for those rare examples that have survived the years without suffering the typical wear and tear. Now, here's where the excitement really builds. If you happen to have a 1979 Washington state quarter that's in mint condition or features a rare minting error, your coin could be worth as much as $70,000. That's right, $70,000 for a coin that originally only cost you 25 cents. This dramatic increase in value showcases the incredible potential of coin collecting and investing, as seemingly ordinary pieces of currency can appreciate in value over time. So, how can you tell if your 1979 Washington state quarter is worth such a substantial amount? The first step is to closely inspect the coin for any signs of wear or damage. If it appears to have been circulated and shows visible signs of use, it may not be worth much more than its face value. However, if the coin is in near-perfect condition, without any noticeable scratches or fading, it could be worth far more. Be on the lookout for any errors as well, such as double designs, off-center strikes, or other unusual features. If you find any, it's time to take your coin to a professional appraiser or coin dealer for an official evaluation. In conclusion, the 1979 Washington state quarter is an excellent example of how modern coins, often seen as everyday pocket change, can become valuable collector's items. Through rarity, condition, and the potential for minting errors, a coin that was originally worth just 25 cents can appreciate in value and become worth tens of thousands of dollars. So, if you come across a 1979 Washington state quarter in your collection or in your change jar, it might just be worth a closer look. With its potential value reaching as high as $70,000, it could be the hidden treasure you've been waiting for.